Okay, so page 8 is going to be quite simple. Page 9 will be the page that has more going on. So we have a plain full page side pocket. So it's going to go this way. And then we have a small side pocket. Oopsie. And this is going to go right on top of this one. Just like that. Oh, I do need a new machine. I'm not measuring up the same way. And then this is going to go there, and this will be here. Okay, so let's put those together. Oh, once again, we'll do our corners. And glue it down. I'm really going to try to be less messy with my glue. It should be as easy as tape, but for me, not always the case. Oh dear, that's not a good idea. Let's go the other way. Yeah, you want it so that you can get into your pocket. And that, well, that will be covered with decorative. Oh, I hope you didn't do that. At least this paper doesn't wet, or this glue rather, doesn't wet your paper the way other glues will, so you can make corrections without ruining your paper, which is always nice. And we'll just cover that up with a mat. It might be easier if you hold it up. Okay, so there's that pocket. A bit wet there still. And now let's do this one. Okay. And right on top of that one. cutter. Oh, that cutter of mine is driving me nuts. Almost. You see how it starts off up here and then just gets more narrow. I don't know why it's doing that. This could have come this way a bit. Oh well. And now this guy. Oh, this one I cut at 2 1/4 inches. So yeah, you'll just want to reduce. You can cut it out the full amount and then just cut 2 1/4 off, or you can go into the system and just into your programming and just cut 2 1/4 inches off there. Okay, slide that, oh come on, in there. Gracious. I'm like a preschooler, I swear. Okay, so let's grab a scrap. What scrap do I want? Obviously some color. I'll just do the same piece. I have more polka dots. I love more polka dots. Ha! So I will cut a piece, probably about 1/2 inch. Yeah, 1/2 inch is perfect. By 6 1/4. I'll just use this one. Okay. Go to the top. Piece. I'll do a wee bit more than 6 1/4 just to get it into the edge there a little bit more. Grab the ink. Probably glued up already, but go. Okay. Rid of that messy thing. Easy with the glue. talking to myself. And we'll just wiggle that right in here. Cover up our mistake. My mistake. I'm sure yours is perfect. There you go. Up you come. Wow. Oh, okay. There we are. Okay. There we are. So we'll have something in this pocket and something in this pocket. Now for this page, I am going to make a waterfall out of the small flip page, but I have altered this. So this was 4.5 by 5, so I cut it down to 4 inches wide by 5. Now this was not intended as a waterfall, so you will have this design on it. You can just cut out a sheet 4.5 by 5 and then just score it so you don't have this, but there's an easy way around that. So my background is going to be just the cardstock, because then I can take and cut strips of the cardstock and cover this. Excuse me. But before we can do any of that, I've decided that I would like to do a, oh, the cutter is making me crazy. A ribbon closure again. So I have more ribbon, and it will just go right down the center. Oh, that'll give me plenty. So I will put a strip of tape. Just like the last time. Pokey tool. Okay. I didn't make this at the same time as I made the other one, so the color might be a little bit off, but that's okay. And we can put this on. I'll cut that after. I'll put this on, and then we'll determine. I don't know what's up with the cutter. On the mat, it is perfect. You line it up on the lines and it's exactly the same on both ends, but for some reason it doesn't cut that way. So I think I'm going to have to contact Allison and see if there's a fix to that, or is my machine on the way out. Because again, these are done by hand, so I'm pretty certain that it's not, okay, the actual SVG, because on the mat again, it looks perfect. So now we can lay, oh no, what's going on this side? We can put down our small pages. And again, this has been resized to 4 inches by 5, from 4.5 by 5. And it's really important that you get the first one on here nice and straight. Otherwise, all of them will be a little off. And I think for me, that's probably as straight as I'm going to get it. So that's the first one. And from here, you just butt it up against the next. If it's not looking perfectly straight, then by all means adjust it. I'm going to put a little bit of extra glue so that I have room to move it if I need to. How did I do that? Okay. 2 more to go. And some of my other files, I've actually done the main base with slots in it for waterfalls. I'll show you a sneak peek at my next kit. And I've done a really different waterfall. And one more. So on this page you'll be able to get 9 photos. And they won't be tiny photos either. They'll be good sized photos. See, with the actual waterfall pages, this would be much easier because they would be squared off. And you would be able to see the edges. Okay. There we go. Just love this wrinkled look. Oh, that one's much bigger still. And I've tried to do this with other ribbon, but it just doesn't work. Okay. Lock that up. I will quickly show you the other waterfall. It is. So this one opens up all different ways. So right in your main base are slits that are cut for you to put your waterfall. And you can fold it however you want. It doesn't have to be folded like that. You can fold it like this. You can fold. Okay, so I've got the backs all glued down, and I decided to reverse and didn't realize this was going to happen, but oh well, it happened. So that is page 9 done. 8 and 9. Come on. Oh, gracious. It's just a bow, Julie. Come on. Oh, good Lord. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, there we are. So, page 10 is a small lace belly band. And then I made a small lace belly band shadow, and I increased it by 0.1. And we will need a main base and then a mat for the small belly band. I didn't make an SVG for the small belly band because when I've been playing with this, I have always just done the large one, and then I can position the design where I want it and then cut it. So it just allows you more freedom, whereas had I cut this out, I could have cut like this flowers in half. So this way I can get the 3 flowers on it. So that's the first thing I'm going to do. No, it isn't. The first thing I'm going to do is glue this down onto this. So I'm going to get my mat. And where did I put my Alien's glue and my little dauber? So we'll get some glue and we will glue it up. And try not to move it once it's on your mat so you don't end up with it up like I just did on the front. I like using this glue because it is slower drying, and I've missed a lot. Okay, grab the other glue, put it in the center. I probably have a mess on the front. Oh, not terribly. Wow. Okay, you'll have to make sure, like this is a straight edge, this isn't. So make sure that you have it lined up that way. Ah! No, try not to bend it. Well, that was that piece at the back. Oh, there we go. Just tuck it in. Now, I didn't glue these ones down because I have to trim those off. No, I'm not. No, I'm trimming this off. So I can glue that down. Just let me clean out my dabber here. And that's ready to go again. So I'm going to cut this off. Okay. I'm just going to give this a quick wash. glue gets too glued on, too hardened. Oh, nice new pack, and nice and wet. Awesome. Dry that up a bit before I roll it up. Okay, so I'm going to score these at the 1/2 inch. And you're going to have to push pretty hard because it is 2 layers. Okay, so that's our belly band. And now, let's see, how are we going to get the flowers in? Well, it looks pretty good. I'm going to lose a wee bit on the ends, but that's okay. Line that up on that line. Trim. There we are. So if you want to make yourself an SVG for that particular mat, the size of that is 4.189 by 0.846. So that's how long this is. So 4.189 by 8.4 or 0.846. And we'll touch up the ends. And we'll get that glued on. So it's the end of April here, and we were having some freezing rain. And I'm in Canada, in Ontario, so I don't know that winter is ever going to let go of us this year. There we go. So I think I will put down the main base first, and then I will put this down. Oh, look at that. You can just wrap it right around. Excellent. So I will put the main base on. No, I want this on first. That's right. And slide the main base in. Okay. Got it. I guess I better put some glue under that black piece. There we go. Because this is thick, it will give you a little bit more room, I think, in your belly band. So let's try to get this right. Oh, if you see this, I'm not sure if the camera's picking it up or not. I have a strip in here, which is 1/2 inch, and then I did it at 3/4 to put 1/4 inch here. I was a little rough and I tore the top of this paper here, of the page. So I put that on to hold my page on. So if you see this, that's why, but it will be covered. Now let's hope oh, okay, that's no good. Over the edge there, it might be a little bit. That's the problem with getting creative, but that's okay. Now, it's a nice thing with the cutting machine. You can add layers to anything you want and get totally different looks. And I'm not knocking printable templates. I have several of them, and that's how I got started with mini albums. But I just find this is so much easier. All that hand cutting is just a little bit too much for me. Wiggle that a little bit, but we'll get it in. Tried to clear up my spot a bit, and now I don't know where anything is. Okay. Use this one. Made a big difference putting the 1/2 inch in the book. It can still sit almost flat. So that was an easy page. And when we're doing the tags and everything, I will make an envelope and put there. Then I'm going to make a flower and put it here as the stopper. Now, for the next page, you will need 1 medium flip page, 1 medium lace flip page, and a small lace pocket. So let's start with our flip pages. All the black out. All the black out, no. All the little bits out. That's what I meant to say. Okay. And we are going to need magnets for this. So this will be on this side, and this will go on this side. So we'll get those on and then determine where our magnets are going to go. That silly cutter, Lord. Oh, I have to email them today. Okay. I want to put these down first so that I can hide the flaps under the pocket. And then we'll have a partial mat for the rest of the main base. So, right at the score line, but not right at it. So I have to trim this page down, it looks like. That's one thing I like with the Fabri-Tac. It really, oh yeah, that one was larger. It really gives you time to adjust your pages. Okay. Oh, I can barely see it. It's just at the one edge. Okay, so that will be the mat and the knife. Tidy that one up. Ruler. Barely see it there, but well, now that's weird. It was at this end. Oh, Lord. There we are. Ah. That will be fine. Now this little guy. Under that. And guys, I've still just used scraps. I've only used 2 8.5 by 11 black paper. So the majority of my paper will be the pattern paper. Some pieces I use 2, some just 1. And I think there's 16 patterns in that one. So probably not even 20 sheets of pattern paper. And you're going to have lots of leftovers. Okay. This is a little bit of a tighter fit because it's going over that as well, but with using magnets. Okay. I have to turn that just a smidge there. I think. We're just going to flatten it out over that, like that. Just use your bone folder, and let's trim that off. Probably should have just left it. Oh well. Let me just do it without the ruler. I can see better.